Okay. Let me turn this the other way.
Now you straight up.
All right, for sure. Give me 1 second. Let me get it right. What you on, though, man? What you on?
Chillin', we just got back to the crib with my homies, man.
What's going on?
We Carolina, man. Look at
What's
up. Carolina, country.
Oh, that's that Carolina life, huh?
Yeah.
How's it right now out there in South Carolina?
But we in North Carolina, though.
Oh, North Carolina.
Yeah, we in North Carolina.
How's it out there in North Carolina?
It's cool. It's Corona. We just worried about the Corona, man.
Oh, worried about the Corona?
Yeah.
Is it crazy?
Yeah, it's real crazy. Ain't it worse up there, though?
It's way worse out here, man. It's everywhere. You know, you can't even walk in stores. You can't walk nowhere without a mask on. A mask and gloves, man.
See, they like limiting us like 10 people in a store, like gas station or something like that. But it ain't like, yeah, they want us to wear a mask, but everybody don't wear masks when we go out.
Yeah, I mean, at least y'all got an option. We don't even have an option out here. You know what I'm saying?
I bet so. A couple of my friends up there say it's real bad.
Yeah, let me try to get this right too. Yeah, man. So let everybody know, man, a little bit about the character you play on the Thecity, man. I'm gonna put it like this. Your character, man, is one of the most talked about and requested characters on the show, man. I believe you're one of the most talented young guys I've ever met. You did an amazing job playing the role of Smoke, and just let everybody know a little bit about your character.
I appreciate that. First off, and he just ruthless, really crazy for real. But all the pain that he showed, it comes from his childhood and how he was grown up, and even his problems with his mama being a drug addict, and just like his surrounding area, like growing up in the hood. Yeah, and I feel like that just helped me relate to people that I really wouldn't hang out with or I wouldn't be around. My character helped me to relate to him.
Yeah. Just to give everybody a little backstory when it come to Jerry, first and foremost, I actually knew Jerry's dad before even meeting him. You know, knowing him for a couple of years, he's I would say an important person in my life, and everything like that. So when I first started holding auditions for the city, his dad reached out to me, you know, and let me know he had a son who he wanted to audition, you know, for the show. To be honest, of course, I was like, yeah, of course, you know, he could definitely audition. But in the back of my head, I'm like, man, I hope he got some talent, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you telling me.
Because I don't want to tell the bishop, man, your son don't got talent. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
So in my head, I'm like, dang, man, I hope he good. You know what I'm saying? But so when you came down to the audition, and originally you wasn't auditioning for Smoke, right?
No, I think I was, because you had already sent it to me. Like, you had me as Smoke, I think I read it.
Yeah, but I think you also read for Money Green.
Yeah, it was Money Green.
Yeah.
It was Money Green.
Yeah. So
then you gave me that at the audition.
Yeah. So you read in fact, you read for Money Green and Dwayne, and off top I already knew, like, yeah, this dude got mad talent. I already knew that off top.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something, and I knew it was going to be hard to find a role for Smoke, because Smoke is not just about the person knowing how to, you know, be a gang member or have played that type of a role, right? But they have to be animated, you know what I'm saying, and know how to kind of cross over, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw you play the roles of, or act out the roles of Money Green and things like that, I'm like, oh, he got something special. And then you started singing and all of that type of stuff. So yeah, that's when I was like, hey, go out and read for the role of Smoke, and you came in and nailed it, man. So
I think that's like the best part of acting, though. Like, you can be so many different things and so many different people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, definitely, man. But I keep saying you talented, right? And everybody saw you act. Everybody saw you do your thing, even on the part where you did your little rap and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But what everybody needs to know, though, is that you got an amazing gift with acting, but you got an even bigger gift.
Right.
And that's what I feel. That's why I always call you multi-talented. And that's basically, for me, that's your singing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let us know a little bit about you, man. You sing, right?
Yeah, I do sing and I do like secular music and I do Christian music. So that's a
Okay.
big thing for me too. Playing
Yeah.
Smoke, I'm reaching people that may not go to church or they may not be doing the same thing I'm doing. But me doing that and they seeing me playing this role and I might be shooting him or shooting him. But then they
Yeah.
come to my personal page and listen to my music and they touched in a different way because
Yeah.
of what I represent outside of Smoke.
Real talk. Real talk.
And even with the character, I feel like Smoke, he still has the love, like for his, like how Jesus loves us. That's Smoke
Yep.
loves his people. Like he going
Yeah.
crazy, but he love his people. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and when he
Exactly.
going
Exactly.
crazy, he doing it because like you ain't gonna mess with my homie or you ain't gonna mess with my big bro.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
do anything for that person.
I mean, he's a very passionate character, you know.
Right.
But before we go more into that, it's a lot of people who support the city and are fans of
Right.
Smoke slash Jerry is Strong, who probably don't know much about one of his talents, which is singing. So I just want you to give everybody A bars, anything. Just show them that I'm not crazy. Hey, show everybody that I'm not crazy, man. Give them A
All right.
bars. Just show them what you do. Show them what you
All
do.
right. Here we go. Here we are all alone in this room. And girl, I know where to start and what we gonna do. It ain't my first time, but baby girl, we can't pretend that we bump and grind. Pray that tonight will never end. Take it down, really wanna take it down. Take it down, yeah. There it is, man.
See, I just wanted everybody to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because look, hey, to be very honest with you, everybody who saw the show, when I be like, hey, my boy can sing too, they be like,
Right.
he can't sing, he can't sing. I be like, man, I'm telling you, you can sing. So I just wanted you to show everybody that you multi-talented, you got all kind of ability. So, you know, you did your thing with that one, man.
I
You did your
appreciate
thing.
it, man.
Yeah. So let's get
Tell him
into
stop
some questions.
sleeping.
Huh?
I said, tell him stop sleeping, man.
Stop sleeping, man. So let's get into some questions for the role of Smoke. You know, when you play the role of Smoke, I want you to tell me about any type of like similarities between you and Smoke. I know it's a lot of differences, but what are similarities that you see between you, who you are, your personal life, and the character Smoke?
Well, first off, like how he cool with Money Green and Dwayne and how he'd do anything for Dwayne and anything for Money Green. That's how I am with my homeboys. Like we rocking like regardless. Like I'm gonna look out for them, they gonna look out for me. So that's a big thing. That's one similarity. Even with him doing the music thing, that's another similarity, like you were just saying, like multi talented. And it's a lot. Kinda because you know, everybody got their alter ego where they'll like go crazy too if you try them the wrong way. So it's like the same thing with me in real life.
It's just Smoke is turned up 24/7.
Yeah,
That
24/7. It ain't even just when he mad. It's like that's him.
yeah,
All the time.
real talk. Yeah. For people who probably don't know you and everything like that, you know, knowing the background you come from, you know, singing, also coming from the Christian background and stuff like that. When you see Smoke is a character. He's raw. He walk around with guns. He's a gang member, you know, and things like that. You know, like total opposite. You know what I'm saying? Total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say when it comes down to Smoke being the total opposite person? What would you say that really helped you lock in to a character like that? You know, being so street. You know what I'm saying? So into like, you know, gang banging and hanging out with friends. You know, smoking all the time. What make you basically feel that?
Well, like how when I first got to LA and I got the role, you took me around and I seen all the Crenshaw. I seen what people on the side of the streets, and I started watching Minister Society like every single day. I even start listening to the soundtrack. I listen to Ice Cube, Straight Outta Compton soundtrack, just to like get the feel. I listen to the lyrics and like, dang, they had to deal with this, they had to deal with that, and even my own pain in my personal life. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it all into my character. let
Yeah.
me think about that when it's the times I'm supposed to be really serious. And when he feeling his pain, let me try to feel my pain through that. And that's really how I do it. I just really like studied the character, like on Old Dog on Menace to Society, and I
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
how he was so passionate behind his character, and I just tried to put that into mine when I get on in front of the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, would you say that it was anything difficult about playing Smoke? Like, I mean, like I said, Smoke is real raw, 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke come from a world that a lot of people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? He from LA. Street as it gets.
Right.
Was there anything that was difficult about like playing that role?
Nah, at first it was really kind of hard. Like you even would help me, and you'd be like, "You got to be more. You got to get into it even more." And I think that's just like, I think that's just because we two different people.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and it is a character, but at the same time, I just had to dig deeper and like really like think about maybe my worst time in life or like and bring that into my role as a character.
yeah,
But it
yeah,
was difficult at first, even just being that serious or
yeah,
like trying to feel that pain or what that line would say. Like
yeah,
my mom on drugs. That's why we don't know who our dad is. Like
yeah,
just thinking about a teenager that may not even know who their parents are and they still out here living by themselves basically.
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
that's
one
where I
thing,
got to find that pain from.
yeah, one thing I can say is you definitely bodied the character. I mean, when I wrote Smoke, I wanted somebody to be able to connect with him to understand his world. Being a person who come from, poverty, never having nothing, always getting told he's not nothing, but
Mm-hmm.
also real raw, don't understand what a positive day looked like because how he lived his everyday life with his
Mm-hmm.
mom being on drugs. And I mean, with writing it so raw, I needed somebody who could really show people what that life is really like,
Right.
because for a person like me who come from Los Angeles, come from South Central, it's something that I've seen, many times
Right.
in my life when it comes down to these aspects of life. So one thing I could say about you is that you definitely embodied who Smoke is, and I
I
think
feel
people really feel who that person is.
yeah.
Whether they know somebody like that or not, they able to feel like, okay, this person is real. I can feel his pain. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like
I
even the people that was watching it from my hometown, they had,
yeah
like I remember I was chilling with this girl one night or whatever, and one of the homeboys came and I think he actually game banged us, I don't know, but he looked at me and said, "Hey, ain't you the one that played that Crip on that TV show?" And he was
yeah
like, I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He was like, "Straight gangster, man, you
yeah
gangster."
yeah
And it's like
yeah
to see people actually like believing that I can be that, or
yeah
like I'm embodying that character, like that means a lot because I
yeah.
know I'm actually doing my job. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, real talk, man. Just to be very honest with everybody, I had like a showing when I first showed the episode, and the crowd was like, majority white, right? Majority Caucasian. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember after showing it, at least about 10 people came up to me with tears. It was like, I just want to give the Smoke character a hug. I just want to hug him,
Mm-hmm.
like because they
That's
was
dope.
able, you know, it was just a pain coming across that it was
Mm-hmm.
hard to kind of like, it was hard to feel and see, especially if
Right.
you don't understand that world. People,
Yeah.
let me let y'all know some people who don't understand that world. A lot of times, the stuff that you see on the city, it may look very raw, unrealistic, and things like that. But I wanted people to really see that, hey, this is the real world. This is real
Right.
life. People
Mm-hmm.
really have gone through these things and is still going through these things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, um, another thing that I want to ask you is, what would you say that you most liked about Smoke, playing the character Smoke?
I just like being gangster. Like you can do. Look, Smoke gonna do what he want to do. Like regardless, like he gonna say what he want to say. Don't matter who around. He ain't got no filter really, and that's my favorite part about it.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest, holding that, holding the gun, just being Smoke. Like that was my favorite part.
yeah. It was funny when we first went out to kind of, because I wanted you to try it on and everything, kind of like to get the
Yeah.
gear, like the blue khakis,
Yeah.
the shoes, the white
Mm-hmm.
tee. I,
Mm-hmm.
I I never saw you so excited, bro. To like
That's what I'm saying. Just
You was
being
like,
that
yeah,
person.
yeah.
Yeah. Just
You
make
was
me
just
feel like,
like,
yeah, I can do. I'm on GTA. Feel like I'm on GTA right now.
yeah. Nah, I feel you, man.
For real.
When it comes to the character Smoke, let's say if you wasn't playing that character, what celebrity in the game would you say would body the character of Smoke?
I think of Shad. I think of Bow Wow's song.
Bow Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's because I like him as an actor though. Anyway.
Yeah.
But he got that
Nah, he
little,
got
when he get mad, he be
yeah,
like, he ruthless kind of like, he ain't thug as him. But I
yeah.
feel like he would be able to play that character.
I mean, but do you think people would believe him?
I don't know because of his music and all that, but I think he'd play it well.
Yeah.
Who else?
I mean, to be honest, because you came off believable. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, I didn't know. Like, I'm like, when I first said, I'm like, man, I don't know. But when you started acting as Smoke, you came off believable. So,
Right.
give me somebody who you feel people was gonna believe. You know what I'm saying?
Let me think. Yeah, who would come up believable as Smoke? Of course, Lorenz Tate, because Menace Society, he was just like Smoke.
Yeah. I remember every day. Hey, man. Hey, when Lorenz Tate do this, when Old Dog do this, what do you think? You know, should I hold on like this? You know what I'm saying? He was calling me like
because all
every
that
day.
little stuff matter though. If you really want somebody to believe,
It does. It does.
Like even the slang, like if you ain't saying it like this, I'm like, bro, you just acting. Like you just acting. Like I can tell you just acting. But when you got all the little mechanics, even the tone of the voice and all that, like you can tell that I'm actually like, oh, I feel like this man might really be like this outside of this movie, you know?
Exactly. That's one thing that I thought was really good about you. You asked a lot of questions, man. You know what I'm saying? You would call me every day sometimes, man. And you was on that Menace to Society. You was on it, watching it every day. So that's
I
what's up.
I know every part of that movie now.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, with the show Thecity playing the role of Smoke, what would you say was your favorite scene that you played?
Of course, I like the first opening scene of me when I'm back on Talking Jump to Phil's homeboy, and I come in there rapping, and I like the scene when we all in the courtyard at school, and I say you know your grandpa ain't gonna allow me to go in that church. He gonna start throwing blessed oil. I like that part. I think that's funny. So them my two favorite scenes.
Nah, that's
That was
what's up,
funny.
man. Nah, my favorite scene is when he say nah, you can't rap. You like, I could rap, nigga.
I got bars, yeah. So funny
You
too.
know?
That's the best part.
It's certain things in the show that I really like the way you like portray with your words as well. Because what people may not know from watching the show, you even had to practice and work on the way you speak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what he was on me about.
Yeah, because you from North Carolina, so you have to now have LA type slang. You know what I'm saying? So that's something people don't know. You know, like another one that kind of came off like that as well. I don't know if you ever see it. You ever saw the show All American?
Yeah, I love that show.
He from England.
Yeah,
and he play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy
So,
that he can actually do that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's talent right there. You know, you pulling that off right there. You know what I'm saying? So, so being a talented, you know, actor, singer, you know, and then people saying you can rap, you know, all that, you know, type of stuff when it come down to entertainment. What would you say is if you had to pick one of the talents and just go all the way with it, like you have to pick one, which one would you say is your favorite out of all of them?
Definitely music, singing.
Singing?
Yeah, because people can feel so much off of music.
Yeah.
But I think they can do the same thing with acting, though.
Yeah.
Just like how people feel smoking, how you said they was crying, like.
Yeah.
But probably singing, though.
Yeah.
That's my natural thing. Like, that's what I've been doing. Like, I don't start playing the guitar now. I'll teach myself how to play, so that's probably what it is.
Dope. Yeah. Hey, I see JC from the show. He played a detective partner. He said acting.
He said acting.
He said accent. Nah. But what people need to know is that you have a long that's what makes your ability so incredible. You have a long history of singing. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? You come up
Mm-hmm.
singing in church, with
Right.
your dad being a pastor and everything like that. Give everybody a little bit of that so people can kind of know like what led you to this place, because people may not know about that part of you. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So
Like,
so give everybody a little bit of that.
yeah, so like even when I was like, since I was born, I've been in church and like singing on the praise, singing on the choir. So all that really came natural. And like when I came back from California to get back into the church a lot, like all the stuff I learned from California, working with like producers and songwriters.
Oh, come on. Not trying to go out like Teddy Riley. Come on. We got to get this back on. Let me see. For everybody that's on here right now, am I back on? Let me see. For everybody that's on here right now, we're going to wait till Jarius join back in. We had a technical difficulty, but we're going to keep going, like I keep saying, because I saw it ended bad. We're not going to go out like Teddy Riley. You know what I'm saying? We're not going out like that. So as soon as Jarius tap back in, we're going to get back to it. But just to keep everybody, onto what's going on, the city, man, is really big, man, and I'm excited for everybody to get to see the next episode. Episode, if y'all haven't seen episode 1 and 2 yet, you could catch that in 2 places right now. Oh, here goes. Was that yours? You could catch that in 2 places right now. You could catch that on Amazon. Go to Amazon Prime, and you can also catch it on paulplockettproductions.com. So I want everybody to check it out. Everything that we're talking about right now, you can see in the episode 1 and episode 2. So please go watch it if you haven't watched it yet. Jerry should be back soon, but yeah, the city, just to give everybody a little bit of the city when it come down, to a person like me. I've been writing for a while now. The city is the first show that I ever wanted to put together, and I wanted to really bring out myself. So when it comes down to doing the city, I'm passionate about it because I'm from Los Angeles, California. So being in a position right now where we could really like put the city in on a level to where so many people get to see what it's really about, coming from that type of place, coming from these areas, I'm really excited. So I want everybody to continue to stay tuned in, because we have about 4 more episodes coming, and we're going to keep going from there. So I want everybody to keep just watching and see how the show grow and see how every character elevate from there. Like I said, we're just going to wait for Jarius. Is this him coming back in? Let's see.